What's good? It's your boy Delz back with a brand new show here at either iTunes or YouTube or SoundCloud. Whatever the case is, please subscribe. And also, it's very important you rate and comment, whether it's hitting the thumbs up button or hitting the stars or whatever the case is. It really helps out the show so much. So if you really enjoy this, please do so and also share it. Tell your friends about it. Spread the word. Now, with that said, let's review SummerSlam real quickly. The breakout matches, to me, was John Cena versus AJ Styles. It was fantastic. John Cena, a lot of people, make fun of him, but he puts together great matches with other superstars from the WWE. We've seen tons of great matches with Kevin Owens. Now we're seeing with AJ Styles. I'm really impressed that WWE actually had Cena lose and push AJ Styles up, because he is really a talented dude, man, and he's so damn entertaining in WWE. I mean, I think he's one of the greatest stars on WWE in 2016, not of all times. And I was really impressed. It was a clean win, awesome match, one of my favorites of the night. I love the big cast in Enzo versus Kevin Owens and Jericho. I think Jericho and Kevin Owens are fantastic together. They're just so damn entertaining. They can portray being such jerks so well. And together, it's just magic. And then first, Big Cass and Enzo. Great promo in the beginning. I mean, it was fantastic with the Biggie lines. And then bringing it to some Frank Sinatra. Loved it. It was great when Big Cass started singing, "It's up to you." It was great, man. And when Enzo started rapping Biggie lyrics, it was awesome. Also, another standout match to me was, of course, Seth Rollins versus the Demon King. And I really was shocked that they had Finn Balor win. I was shocked. If you didn't check out the predictions that I put out there, check that out. Definitely check it out. I'll put that in the description box below. I was really shocked, though, that Finn Balor won. I didn't think they would have him, come into WWE and just have the strap so quick. But he's the champion. It was a great match. And I really enjoyed how aggressive Finn Balor was toward the end of the match. Just like drop kicking him over and over again. He was so like fast and violent. He really did a great job in the ring. I'm not the biggest fan of Finn Balor, but he did a good job. I got to give credit where credit is due. It was fantastic. It was a great match. I'm sure we'll see a rematch. I wanted Seth to win, but I'm not mad at how it ended because, it was, shocking, and I love that. And another thing, that belt was so ugly, that new Universal belt. I mean, it looked bootleg to me. It was horrible looking. I don't know what they were thinking when they made it. It looks like it was, made out of a woman's purse, with the gold hits over that red tumbled leather. It did not look right, Next, we had Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose. I knew that Dean was going to win. I was super shocked that Sasha Banks lost to Charlotte. I think the reason why is because the fact that Sasha just got married. Maybe she's going to take a tiny bit of time off to celebrate that. Some people are saying she's suspended. I don't know if that's true or not. These are just rumors circulating, but I have a funny feeling it's not her being suspended. I have a feeling that she's just taking some time off because she just recently got married. Also, there was a surprise that Nikki Bella came back, and she looked great. She looked hot as usual, and I didn't really care for the match at all, but, it was cool to see her back. She got a nice pop from the audience. What other matches were there? I'm trying to think. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Oh, man, it was good, but at the same time, I really wanted Goldberg to show up. I thought it would have been so crazy if Goldberg showed up, and I thought it was going to happen when we seen Shane McMahon come up. He got hit with the F5. I thought, oh, he's coming, man. That music's coming on. Everyone was already chanting Goldberg. It would have been such a monumental moment, and WWE failed to get Goldberg on the show. And Goldberg has been doing a lot of interviews kind of hinting that he wants to come back and face Brock. That would have been so perfect. It seemed like during the match, Randy Orton, he got cut really bad on the head. Whether it was a real cut or it was just like a blood capsule or something like that, I don't know. But hopefully, he's okay if it was real blood, because it was all over the place. Even when Shane hit the mat with that F5, man, he was all on the blood and all that. It was crazy. It definitely brought me back to how it used to be in WWE when it was like bloody and it was awesome, Not that, blood is so awesome, but it just sells everything as far as like it being real, you know what I mean? It just looks more realistic at times when it's done at the appropriate moment. I'm trying to think what other matches there were. Big E came back during the match with Gallows and Anderson. It was a pretty decent match. Like, it was what it was. I thought it was funny how they broke out the little jar for Jon Stewart, because Jon Stewart was a guest. And I thought that was funny. Big E saved the day after they lost. It was a good SummerSlam. I'm trying to think off top if I missed any other matches. If I did, I apologize. Leave your comments in the box. Let me know what you thought of SummerSlam. Rate it from a 1 to 10. And that's my review on that. After SummerSlam, they had Mick Foley's new show with his daughter and his family, Holy Foley. My opinion on the show was great. It was really fun to watch his whole family interacting. I'm a huge fan of Mick Foley, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And his family are all just filled with personalities, just like he is. The younger boys are hilarious. The one kid, Huey, his name is, I'm pretty sure. He is so damn funny. He always has something slick to say. And he was great on the show. And his other brother was too. The older brother, I felt so bad for him because, he got this big job in WWE. He was trying to tell everyone, but when Noelle was announcing she wanted to be a WWE wrestler, it just, took over everything. And, everyone's been there with family and stuff like that. And Noelle, in general, my opinion on her, pretty girl, smart and funny. I love her character, her personality. I've seen her on the Figure Show on YouTube, and she is so funny, very witty, and she wants to be a pro wrestler. Mick Foley's willing to train her, and they put out 4 episodes. The episode, I think it was they put out 5 episodes, and the 4th episode, man, at the end, with Mick, he was in this warehouse, and he was actually holding, the actual fencing to the Hell in a Cell, and it was really an emotional moment. I couldn't believe how emotional it was. I'll admit it, I shedded one tear. I felt, I really felt for him because he put himself through a lot of pain for his family, man, and I could respect that as a father who has daughters. I really respect that, man. I think he's, besides the fact of him being funny, crazy, entertaining, there's something about him I could relate to, and it may be that, who knows, but I just find him to be a great, interesting person, and I love the show, and I really want more episodes ASAP, so I'll give it a thumbs up right now. Definitely recommend seeing it on the network. As far as sneaker stuff that's going on, everyone's been talking a lot lately, and I touched the topic a little bit on the last podcast about how the Yeezys for toddlers, the Kanye West Adidas Yeezys for toddlers, are $100. Now it's reported that they are $130 for the toddler shoes. That is really expensive, but at the same time, Kanye West shoes are not going to be cheap. The regular versions are I'm pretty sure they're over $200. So it doesn't surprise me that the toddler shoes are $130. I have 2 toddlers. I would love them to wear those shoes, but I wouldn't pay that much money. I'm not like filthy rich where I could just drop, $260 and be like, whatever, plus tax. I'm going to buy something less expensive, something nice still, but not that expensive. That's like a lot of money. But it's made for people that are rich, filthy rich. To have little kids wearing $130 sneakers, you have to be filthy rich. So that's the whole deal with that. It's not for everyone, Just like a Lamborghini isn't for everyone, a Mercedes isn't for everyone, Even maybe a certain model of a Kia may not be for everyone, Everyone's budget's different, So, You can't get mad at that. Jeremy Scott had sneakers that were over $100 for toddlers. I bought my kid a pair once, but they were on sale for half price, and it was still expensive. I think I paid like $70 or something like that, and they went for over $100. So, I don't see anything that's a big deal about that. Next topic I'll talk about, a lot of people want me to touch, is this whole situation with this guy Brad Hall, who was on YouTube reviewing shoes, and he was kind of, mocking the whole sneaker culture. I thought it was funny for like the first 3 videos, but then it kind of just got played out, because like it was just like the same old song and dance. And he was getting a lot of support on, a lot of the sneaker blogs and everything like that. I knew he was an actor. I mean, it was clear as day. There's no such real person like this. And finally, he was, I guess you could say, exposed, pause. And his name supposedly is Ben Bold. And he actually is an independent film writer / actor. If you want to learn more about that, I'll put a link in the description box below. But people wanted me to speak about how I felt about it. There's nothing to really feel about it, I mean, he is an actor and he was trying to put content out there that was entertaining. It was entertaining. I think it's a good time that it came out, that he's an actual actor and his actual name. So, people will look into the other work that he's done. I watched one thing, he has something called White Cops. I've seen a trailer of it. And he's totally different than, the Brad Hall character he's playing, which is good because it means that he's an actual actor. He's like completely different. And I have nothing negative to say, at all. I think that, good luck to him and everything that he's doing, especially in that field. It's a lot of work and it's a tough business. And see, he made money off the sneaker community using his character. He was doing stuff for Foot Locker. So, don't hate, congratulate. So that's my opinion on that for people that's been asking me that for the past 24 hours. I did also do a review on a lot of the newest sneakers on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to do so. I'll put a link in the description box. I reviewed the upcoming Air Jordan Bred 1s. I did the closing ceremony Air Jordan 11s and those upcoming blue foam posits, and I got more coming. So I'll put a playlist to all those videos in the description box below if you haven't seen it. And I decided to do this podcast last minute, and I asked people just a few minutes ago if there's anything anyone wants me to speak about. I'm going to go check real quickly, and people are asking, besides what I already touched, people are asking me about my thoughts on the Air Jordan Bred resale value. I have absolutely no clue because I don't resell sneakers. I'm not in that lane. Like, I just like, talking about sneakers and buying them and all that good stuff. I don't resell them, so I have no clue. I would suggest you going on eBay and doing a search or something like that, and you'll be able to figure that out. And also, we'll do one more quick question, because this, as I said, this was a last-minute podcast. Eric wants to know what Yeezy had the best quality and which one had the least. The worst Yeezy by far is the Red October as far as the quality and the craftsmanship. Glue everywhere, not much leather on the shoe. It was complete hype, but it looked awesome all red. And the best quality Yeezy shoe ever, so far in my opinion, is the Pure Platinum Yeezy 2. I've held the Yeezy Boost 750, and it seemed nice, but I don't own it. I haven't worn them. And to me, I think the Nike Yeezy 2 is a nicer silhouette, and the materials are so nice. The craftsmanship is nice. Even the way it was put together was real clean, no glue stains. The Red Octobers is like, it's horrible. I mean, the pairs are terrible. Anyone that owns them, if you got a pair that's not messed up at all, and for a fact it's real, like it came from Nike store, like, you are so lucky, because most people will say that has a legit pair, they are horrible. If you see a pair that's so perfect, there's a good chance you probably even have a fake pair if you have no glue stains all over it. No midsole paint issues or anything like that. They did a shitty job on those Red Octobers. And that's it for today's quick podcast. Just checking in with you guys. Please comment, rate, whatever you can do to support it, whether you're listening on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever you could do for me, I will appreciate that. I love doing these. I will continue. I just need to know people are listening, and it actually helps when you do all that good stuff. Everyone follow my social media. Look in the description box below. Have a great day. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back really, really soon. Kicking it. My next guest is Joel Ortiz, Lord Nez, and Capone and Noriega and company. We're all just hanging out, talking kicks and more. A lot of fun. Wanted to share this clip with you, so let's get right into it.
Yeah, what? Boy Joel Ortiz.
DJ Delz, you want to talk to me? You sent me a crazy email, nigga. I saved it. You heard the day room? That's how I be in the day room. Nigga be like, so say some. Ooh. Alright, DJ Delz, what's going on? You know how we do it? Rock pumps on though. Yeah. Pump it up! We got
Remember these?
Yeah, that's a throwback.
This shit always made niggas thought they had more hops.
I used to play ball a lot. I couldn't afford Reebok pumps at one point. I was born, I couldn't afford Reebok.
Kicking it. Spitter, what up, homie?
Delz, my name. I'm trying to figure out how I can get my low rider in the motherfucking shot too, man. But if we talking about shoes conjuring up memories, I'm gonna tell you about every time I see a pair of 11s.
Kicking it. Let's check in with my homegirl, adult star Liz Taylor. She got a funny story about trying to keep her Dornbecker 9s clean.
What up, DJ Delz? It's porn star Liz Taylor coming at you live from Los Angeles. I have a funny story about these kick-ass fucking shoes. They're DB9s, Jordan DB9s. So me and my best friend, we were on our way to the Cannabis Cup. This was last year, and I didn't want to get these shoes like messed up, so I took one of his really big socks because he has really big feet.
Kicking it. DJ Ski definitely got a fire collection with over 2,500 pairs of shoes. Got a lot going on. Let's check in with the homie DJ Ski. Ski, what up, homie?
What up, Delz? It's DJ Ski right here. Something that not a lot of people know is that one of the ways I kind of made it in the industry was as an earlier, I don't like saying reseller because it has a bad term, but I used to like import shoes before people were really up on the internet. Back in the day, the Air Force Ones, and get all these like exclusive Euro colorways, get them over here and sell them.
Kicking it. Our next guest, TJ Perkins. This guy goes in ring and he wrestles with sneakers. I did one episode already. We hit his house up. He showed us so many kicks. I wanted to get him back though on this Kicking It special, and I just wanted to go check out one of his sneaker rooms and just talk kicks with him, see which ones are his favorites, what he's vibing with. Let's check in with my homeboy TJ Perkins.
What's up, DJ Delz? This is TJ Perkins, otherwise known as Manic for everybody watching. Some of my favorite kicks that I am wearing right now, that a lot of them are actually recent pickups, but some of them are like my all-time favorites. Probably my all-time favorites would be that of the ones that I have are the infrared 6s. I got these when they just released, I think a couple of years ago. I was actually going in to try to find some sort of infrared Air Max like these, because I was looking for these for a while too, and it just turned out they had a restock at Chic or wherever it was, I think, and the dude was like, hey, you should pick these up, and turned out it's one of my favorites of all time. But so probably these infrared 6s, I've been able to score a couple what does recently. I have the KDs and the Kobe's. I'm pretty big on these. I don't know, I just started to get into like more like colorful colorways and stuff with shoes recently, but these are a couple of my favorites I got right now. And I also was able to get the Hair 7s when they dropped recently as well. So a lot of these are like a few of these, like the 6s and these are like older models, obviously like retros and stuff that kind of remind me of growing up and around that time. Unlike a lot of the hype guys, I'm also really big, not on like all types of like fusion shoes or anything like that, but because I love everything like from the 6s and under, I always really like the Son of Mars. So especially if like you're a fan of the 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you're a fan of those and you don't think that these are fire, then you are trying to be a shoe snob, because these are literally everything that's awesome about those shoes. So that is just a little bit of the favorite stuff that I got recently that I'm wearing right now. And so yeah, that's it for right now. But shout out DJ Delz. Thank you.